welcome back to my channel. Today I'm just going to have a bit of a discussion and talk about some of the books that I probably won't ever read for various different reasons, and as I go through the books that I'm going to be talking about, I'll give you a kind of little reason as to why and delve a little bit into more into my thought process as to why. So the first book I can't ever see myself reading is It by Stephen King. One word, Pennywise. Nope, clowns. Don't do clowns at all. Part of me wants to watch the new movie that's been done, like the latest one, but I think I'd be too freaked out to watch it, and I know from other bookshoppers that spoke about it, some of the scenes that happen in the book are very disturbing to read, and the sheer size of the book as well is huge. It's absolutely massive. So I do want to read some Stephen King in the future. I've spoke about it before on my channel. I would like to at some point, but that one I can't see it ever being one of the ones I do read, because again, Pennywise just freaks me the hell out. Clowns are just a big no for me. They just scare me. I don't know what it is about them, they're just so creepy. But yeah, I can't really ever see myself wanting to read It. I don't think at any point. If anyone's willing to try and convince me to change my mind, then please do so. I'll have a think about it, but at the moment I really can't see it ever happening. The next ones on my list is a set of books, and it's the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo series by Stieg, Larsson. I had 3 books on my bookshelf for about 4 years, and they weren't touched at all. Well, saying that, I did try to read the first book. I read the first couple of chapters and I knew pretty much straight away that it wasn't for me, that I wasn't going to be able to get into it. I wasn't going to enjoy it. It just seemed to drag. My brother has seen the movies and he said some of the things that happened to the main character in the book, like the woman in the book, would probably upset me and make me uncomfortable, and I wouldn't want to carry on reading it. So based on his opinion and from what I perceived when I did try reading it, I don't think it's for me. It just seemed very, very slow. And the next set of books again is another series, and it's the Song of Ice and Fire series, also known as the Game of Thrones book series by George R.R. Martin. Again, I had the first book on my shelf for about 3 years, 4 years, and never picked it up once. The first book I know is pretty big, obviously, because I've had the book. I know most of the books in the series are pretty big. Bigger books tend to just intimidate me. I don't know why, but I've no interest in reading it. I've no interest in watching the TV series. I said before, the magical aspect of it and the fight scenes and stuff will probably be cool, but I just can't see myself getting into it, and it's seems like way too much of like a really intricate plot with like way too many characters. I know sometimes in books having a good group of characters is a good thing, but I think for me in this sense there's too many. So I can't ever see myself reading that series. And the next one isn't a specific book or books. It's basically, I've never read her books before, but it's anything by Rainbow Rowell, and I've heard mixed reviews and mixed thoughts on her books. And I've said before, I don't really like contemporary. I like some contemporary, but I don't think I'd like the kind of contemporary that Rainbow Rowell writes, purely because I think it's always pretty much very romance heavy, and to me that's not what I'm interested in reading. Maybe if I was younger I might have, but at the age I'm at now, I don't think so. I think I left it too late to read books by her. If I was maybe about 10 years younger, I probably would really like them. But at the moment, no. I've never had a desire to pick one up, never had a desire to buy one, never even wanted to go and get off the library to read. Don't think it's ever going to happen. And again, the next one is a book that I did try to read, and that's Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. I heard loads of good things about this book, all the hype surrounding everything, so I thought I would have a look to see what it's about. I bought it. Tried reading it within about 5 pages. No, I couldn't get into it. Straight away, I didn't like either of the 2 main characters, and for me that's obviously a big problem. Maybe at least like one of the main characters, but neither of them, the male of it, I can't even remember the names, the man or the woman or anything. I've never watched the movie. I don't really want to watch the movie. I did try to read that book quite a few times. I think I did try to read it 3 times, and I get to the same point every single time, and I just knew it wasn't, and I gave it away. I bought it new and I gave it away to my local charity shop with a bunch of other books that I was giving away, and no, I just can't see that ever happening. And the next one, because of the subject matter, is 13 Reasons Why by Jay Asher. I have the book, I bought the book, and I knew what it was about before I bought it. And I've had it for, I've still got it now, and I know there's a TV show on Netflix, and part of me wants to read this, but because of what it's about, don't know if this is a spoiler, so if you don't want to hear what it's about, then please mute the video for the next few seconds. But it's about suicide, and it's one of the girl who's in the series kills herself, and it's up to one of the other students at her school to figure out as to why. And I can't deal with that kind of thing. I know it happens, and I know it maybe needs to be discussed and talked about, but I can't deal with reading about suicide. I think it would upset me far too much. The premise does interest me, and the mystery aspect of it seems pretty cool and pretty interesting, but because of subject matter, I think it would just upset me far too much to read it, and even more so probably to watch it, because you probably see what happens to it. So I've got the book. I don't think I'm going to get rid of the book, because at some point I might, but at least for the next few years at least, I'm not going to pick that book up. The next one is a set of books by Riordian. It's the Percy Jackson series and all the other sub-series from it, all the offshoots and all the other parts that go to it and tie in. I've got a couple of them, Percy Jackson and the Heroes of Olympus and things, and I've never had a desire to pick them up. I'm probably going to unhaul them, to be honest. I know what they're about. I know that people say they did a bad job, but I've seen the 2 movies and they were okay. I quite enjoyed them, but that's because I hadn't read the books first. If I'd have read the books first, like everybody else, I probably would have thought that the movies were not very good. But I can't really see myself ever wanting to read the Percy Jackson again. Without, I don't mean to sound disrespectful to any of the lovers of Percy Jackson, but I think I'm far too old and just far too old to enjoy it. If I was younger, I probably would really enjoy it. Again, I left it too late. If I'd have read it when I was younger, probably would have really enjoyed it. Like a lot of people, like thousands of people that love Percy Jackson, I can see why. But I think I'm just too old to read it now. So again, I don't think that's ever going to happen for me. And the last one, again, is a set of books, again, by Marissa Meyer, called the Lunar Chronicles, which is like Cinder and Cress and things like that. You've probably heard of at least Cinder. I think most people have. It's a YA series. And I like Disney. I love Disney. Love Disney princesses. Especially like the not so conventional princesses like Jasmine and Merida and Anna and Elsa and princesses like that. I like Disney. I always have done. But I can't see myself wanting to read these books because they're like Disney princesses with a sci-fi twist, and I'm not always the biggest fan of sci-fi. I've read a few of them and I have enjoyed them, especially if they've got good protagonists and got like a good sense of humour to the book. I do like them, but with these I don't think so. I read Beauty and the Beast retelling by Liz Braswell, and that was really good. It was just basically like the original story, just with twists and stuff and a few different elements, but there wasn't any sci-fi or anything like that. It was just like a Disney fairy tale, just like reimagined with a few different things. And I can't see myself ever reading the Chronicles. I have the first one. I have Cinder on my Kindle, and it's been on my Kindle for about 6 years. So I think that kind of speaks for itself. I don't tend to read on my Kindle as much as I read my physical books. I will read on my Kindle, but it's been there. It has been there for about 6 years now, or maybe longer. So I think, yeah, that speaks for itself. I'm not going to read that book, I don't think. There may be more, but these are all the ones that I could think of for now for this video. There may be more as time goes on, and if there are more, and I do think of more, I will do another video where I talk about some more. So if that is something you're interested in seeing, please do let me know. I don't mean to cause any controversy with this video. I don't mean to offend anybody. These are just my opinions. For various different reasons, I'm just not interested in reading these books. Although I've heard countless good things about all of the books on this list. Like countless good things. They're just not for me, I don't think. So if I said something bad about one of your favourite books, I do apologise. I don't mean to. I don't mean it in a bad way at all. This is just my opinion. So please be nice if you do comment, because the last thing I want to do is hurt anybody's feelings and offend anybody. That's not what I'm setting out to do. I just thought I'd have a bit of a ramble chat, because I do ramble quite a lot, so I thought you could see that in one of my videos. So yeah, guys, that is it for this video for now. Like I said, if you want to see another one of these videos, please do let me know, because I like these kind of videos. I just feel like we're just having a casual discussion. So if you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please leave me some comments, subscribe, so you don't miss any future videos, and I will see you very, very soon with another one. Bye!